Cha. Okay. Huh. Surprisingly few people over here right now. Okay. Alright. Let's take a cough drop and get ourselves started here. Oh, that's weird. Ah. Sure, I try to be cool about this, and I end up getting the one that's weirdly double wrapped. Alright, starting off in 3, 2, 1. Hello, everybody. Welcome once again to the Brony Show, episode 661. We are back from Harmonycon just in time to completely miss, but still begin the Chinese New Year of the Year of the Horse. So once again, 12 years later, we're able to do another Brony Show during the Year of the Horse, and I am your host here to do this with all of you. I am Circuit Main. Recovering from a cold, or a flu, or something. I'm recovering from something. But along with that, I'm with a wonderful group of panelists who are not recovering. We have DM21.
Speak for yourself. I've been sick for most of the past 2 weeks.
We are joined by Tech.
Not Colin Crudder. I'm feeling something. I just don't know what it is. Maybe I'm just not sick. Maybe I'm just not feeling well. I don't know.
Joined by Toakoi.
I am actually healthy, and I'm going to get a pox on me, aren't I?
And joined by Suki of the Otaku Ascended.
Hi.
And as I mentioned at the top here, we're back from Harmonycon, or at least a good chunk of us are. Me, Toa, CMC, Rainstorm, who unfortunately is not here, but actually I haven't heard from him since con, so I'm hoping they're doing okay.
They are fine. They got home safe. It's just,
Yep.
they probably got con crud as well.
They may have gotten hit by it, which, yeah, that'd be a shame. Though they were streaming on Wednesday and Thursday, so I don't know. But yeah, Rainey and Winchester are also there. But yes, I finally got a chance to try out the Dallas Pony Convention of Harmonycon, since we no longer have a BabsCon to open its doors to us in a couple of months. So I jumped ahead a couple of months to go to this con instead. And we will be
Surprisingly, there were a lot of Babs refugees.
I'm not that surprised, but we'll get to that. There's quite a bit to talk about there. But before we do that, we gotta open up our vocal cords. Well, I guess that's one way to do it. We gotta get up on our soapboxes and get ourselves a chance to talk about things outside of convention, and of that, of course, means our weekly, or in this case, bi-weekly dose of WUB. So I'd like to ask all of you, as we ask every week at this time, what's up, Bronies?
As soon as I got home, was able to put my head down on Monday and then back to the grind literally the next day. So there was no rest for the wicked on this trip, but hey, I at least was able to get CMC a place to sleep for the evening because, yeah, we had some traffic issues getting back, but that'll be in the con report.
Yeah, fair enough. Let's see. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and regale an annoying tale of why I'm probably not going to be able to have the fun I was hoping to have in April. So, I was making some possible plans to either go with the Berry Tubers to do some Vegas fun or go to NACON. Both of them viable options. Both of them interesting. Now, one of them is going to be in about mid-April when BabsCon would have been. The other one, I believe Nacon is like near the end of April, but it is just a couple of months away.
It's near the start of May. I think
May
maybe
1st
May
or the 3rd. Yeah, so, yeah, right. So, anyway, so before all of that, in fact, before I went to Harmonycon, I had to take care of a dental procedure. In this case, I had to get a crown replaced because the dentist was very bound and determined to get rid of my metal fillings and replace them with not so metal fillings.
Well, they can rest.
Anyway, but it did get replaced eventually. There's still some complications in regards to that, but I'm not going to get into that too much because I haven't had a chance to talk with them on it. But the thing is that with crowns, it's complicated, especially if you know about American medical insurance. Because dental insurance usually will not cover crowns. Or at least it's a very hard thing to get them to do. So I was expecting to pay this completely out of pocket, which was already a problem.
My sister has to get a crown done.
So what?
My sister has to get one done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you got Canadian health care, so it's a little bit better.
No, that's healthcare, not dental care.
Dental is always such a weird thing altogether, let alone the country, what other country you're from. Now, the thing about this is, I had some plans for this. I figured that I was just going to have to suck it up. So I paid it out on credit card. My goal was to take some financial funds that I had in a financial savings account for medical use that I was going to use to not pay all of it, but pay off a major portion, not keep a balance on my credit card. Essentially, I was going to mix money around a little bit to allow it to happen, not pay a huge amount, and hopefully still have money to be able to decide if I was going to be able to do the Barry to Vegas trip or go to Nacon. The thing is that in order for me to make the request for these funds, I have to have an invoice. Thus began probably the most arduous month of my life. Because I kept calling this dentist office just saying, I need an invoice. I need an invoice. And I would get a response like, okay, we hear you. Well, we'll give it to our We'll give it to our note to our finance people. We'll give a note to our finance people. They'll send you an email. You'll get an invoice. It's easy. It's done. It's been so easy before. Not this time for some reason.
And you did check your spam, right?
It's not in my spam. Trust me, it would not. I've checked it, but it wouldn't have gone in there anyway. So after I basically called them on and off for 2 weeks until I finally got a hold of somebody, and I literally called them twice in one day. And they finally are like, oh, okay, yeah, okay, we'll get that to you right now. And I finally got it. And I take a look at the invoice to make sure all the dots, all the I's and T's are dotted, crossed, and all that fun stuff. It says I have a balance of negative $1,000.
What?
Exactly. Now, I'm looking through the invoice. I'm looking through the itemized invoice, trying to figure out what is going on. Because if it's saying a negative $1,000, it doesn't mean I owe them $1,000. It means they owe me $1,000.
I wish I was owed $1,000.
Let him cook.
No, hold on. Now, this $1,000 would go right back into my credit card that I paid it for. So it's not free money. But it also means that it would have freed up funds at the same time. So, I'm trying to get back on the horn with them, just like, what's going on? Why is there $1,000 credit? We'll get back to you on that. That's another 2 weeks. Why is there $1,000 credit? We'll get back to you on that. Why is it saying I have $1,000 credit? We'll get back to you on that. They're just like, okay, so I finally get to one of their finance people and just like, okay, so we both admit that there's $1,000 credit. Yes. Can you refund that back to me? Sure, we'll put that in. Another week and 2 weeks go by. Okay, this has been more than a month. I'm not gonna lie. I've been on and off on this for quite a while.
This is the shittiest customer service I ever heard.
Oh, it gets better.
Welcome to the healthcare
It gets so much
system.
better. So just like, okay, all right. When is it going in? Well, we'll get that in. Well, you'll see it soon. Okay, I waited as long as you said. When is it going to get in? I don't know, but I mean, this time they actually know me by name now. They actually know who I am. Which, you know, when the customer service knows who you are, one, you know you're calling them a lot, and two, you know you're getting under them. But at the same time, I'm not gonna say like these people are terrible. This person was really nice. They were really nice. They were listening. They were understanding. I was doing my best to try to figure out what was going on, what was happening, and they were responding back. Because even they didn't understand what was happening because it's an obvious cut and dry case, and it should have come back already. So eventually, it's like, okay, just wait another week and a half. This was before Harmonycon, I might add. Actually, no, this was during Harmonycon. Where it's just like, okay, just wait until this week and a half. If you don't see it by then, give us a call. This was during Harmonycon. I didn't see it. So after Harmonycon, I give them a call. I'm just like, I'm still not seeing it. What's going on? And they're just like, yeah, I remember you. We have talked about this. Let me talk to our head and figure out what's going on. I do get it. I do get a call back 30 minutes later on this one. Finally. They actually called back for once instead of me having to call them back the next day. Yes, we found out what's happening. You see, we can't refund that to you yet because we haven't gotten the money. We haven't gotten the approval from the insurance company.
So let me get this straight. You are in a reverse Uno section of they owe you money, and their insurance hasn't said, yes, pay this man.
My insurance hasn't said, yes, we're covering it. The thing is, the insurance has said yes, but they haven't given it to him. So, apparently, my dental insurance is actually good enough that it will cover it, but it's also dragging its feet getting all the approvals done, and until they get that approval, they can't refund it back because technically I still owe them that money.
So basically what you're telling me is you have Schrodinger's paycheck.
I got worse than that because not only could I not go with my original plan of getting about half of the amount that I owed for this crown out of my financial savings for medical expenses. I only could get a small portion of it because the invoice says this. I was in a rock and a hard place where I could either leave it on my credit card and wait for the refund, which unfortunately I would still accrue interest, or I pay it off, lose a chunk of my savings, still have to wait, and then I have to get the money back from my credit card company afterwards, which is going to be a whole nother hill in itself. I'm screwed no matter what, because I decided I wanted to be smart and use a credit card. Just in case. It was still a smart move to use a credit card. I'm not going to deny on that. I'm just going to put that out there. Because it was still like $1,500 for the whole thing. And getting that out of my savings immediately without being able to shore it back up would really suck. But, so right now, I'm literally just... I know what's happening. I can only wait, but because of that, all my hopes for any kind of spring shenaniganery on my part might be completely up in smoke. And it sucks. So everybody, welcome to American dental care and insurances. And having to either be smart or just throw yourself under a bus and hope for the best. I don't know where you're winning on this one, but...
If you think the dental system is bullshit, try the healthcare system. My stepmother would tell you all about all the denials she got for a medical condition.
In all honesty, they all suck.
Especially Blue Cross Blue Shield.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I'm not gonna lie, that's not the one I would have heard about on that one. But in any case, it's a sucky situation I'm in, and unfortunately, it may have just put a kibosh on a lot of plans that I had for April. So, And in the meantime, I do got to apologize. I am probably going. I might sound a little weird because I am going to be sucking on cough drops and drinking a lot of water while we're doing the show here, because I am still recovering from Concrud. I will get to that because it's pretty interesting on that part too. But
if your throat's feeling that awful, do you want?
It's better.
Postpone until next week. Oh, it is
Oh,
better.
you should have hit him
No.
on Sunday. He had a frog.
You should have heard me last week. I'm not gonna lie. I was much worse last week. The only problem with this week is I gotta be I still gotta be a little bit careful because unfortunately it's still got some tickling and healing going on. So if I talk the wrong way or I'm breathing a little too raggedly or something like that, it will trigger it and I will cough like crazy. Cough for a while, and it sucks because it's a tickle cough. You know what a tickle cough is like, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm sorry. I went off. Anybody else have any other wubs that they want to throw out there now that I've basically thrown everything out the window?
I've been sick for most of the 2 weeks, so it was pretty. It hit me pretty hard 4 or 5 days ago. But what can you do?
Orange soup, chicken soup, and vitamin C. orange juice and chicken soup. Chicken soup and orange juice. Thank you.
Yeah, I tried that too.
Try orange soup, man. Orange soup will taste great.
Actually, you know what? If you actually cook the oranges themselves and make it into a good stew, that could be actually nice.
No, it will not. It does not work that way. Anyway, Does anybody else have any other wubs? Okay, we're moving on. Okay, so a little bit of the stuff that we're going to be talking about. Basically I got this from Harmonycon, which obviously a good reason I went right off the bat here. So we're going to go ahead and talk about the conventions that are out there right now. Everybody remember Ponycon Countdown?
Yep.
Well, don't remember it anymore. We're not going to do that anymore.
Yay! New site! New site! New site!
Yep. This was from a business card I ran across over at Harmonycon. So, yep, this is a MLPcon.info, a celebration of Brony history, tracking MLP conventions old and new. And when I pulled it up on my phone, I could immediately tell this was going to be a lot better than the previous ones that we've had. So, at the moment, we do have all of the current and future conventions going on. Let's go ahead and actually talk about the pony conventions that are happening. We got Pone Voyage, which is coming up in a week and a half. This is this is what I've wanted to do, and this is one I'm hoping they do next year because I will find a way to do this. They're doing a Brony cruise to the Bahamas from Jacksonville, Florida. I always want to go on a cruise, let alone a Brony cruise. That would be so freaking sweet. I mentioned about this a few weeks ago, but every convention site I go to doesn't talk about it. So the fact that we finally have one that does makes me so happy. But we got Pone Voyage. Then a little bit later, that month, the Festival of Friendship will be happening on the 21st to the 22nd of March over in Southampton, Hampshire in the United Kingdom.
And in between those two, one that was announced earlier, like Saturday, a Brony Crusade Fest. It's a online convention run by the Spanish team from Ponies Online.
Oh.
They want to do their own thing, so
Turn up. Yep, actually, I didn't see that mentioned.
Maybe this website doesn't have it yet.
We might not add it because it is 3 days.
They really did just barely announce it. They may need to submit it to them to let them know.
Mm-hmm. But I put the video for it in the
Oh, is that what
chat.
you linked up there?
Yep.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, it looks like another online convention is happening with the Spanish team of Ponies Online.
Yep, and of course they are their own thing, but most of us know them as the Spanish team.
I get that. I can see a lot of the familiar art styles and stuff from Ponies Online.
Yep.
So just to ask, is this going to actually affect Ponies Online itself, or is this just kind
Not
of its
at
own
all.
thing? Okay.
It is its own thing. It has a lot of odd team members that have gone over and been like, yes, we shall do this. And it's like, yeah. As a friend, I'm like, do it. You don't have to ask for our permission. If you want to do this, good. Because again, we should always lift up people, never, who say we can't do that or no, don't do that.
Yeah, encourage people to do their own thing.
Honestly, I wish there was a little bit more information about this. I mean, we got some dates and stuff, but no websites, no Discord. We just know that it exists.
I can get you the Discord.
No, I'm just saying I mean, you can get it to me,
yeah.
But it's not readily available to the public, or it makes it easy to find it. Okay, no, they have found it's in their Blue Sky.
Yep.
One of their OCs looked familiar to me. The blue one with the blue hair.
Okay.
If it's the one in the Vulture outfit, that is just a representation of Pixel Hollow from Ponies Online. If it's another one, it's from the Resentia.
But yeah, it does look like it is going to be a multilingual convention. But it doesn't. I think it indicates that they're going to be doing both Spanish and English in the convention. Am I correct about that?
Yes, there are dedicated English and Spanish channels, but also there's a general channel that is open to all languages.
All right.
I've known about this for almost a year now, and I haven't really talked about it because it is not my place to, advertise a hint because this is not my.
Fair enough.
It's not a convention you're involved with.
But yeah, I am on the Discord now, and hopefully we'll hear more information as things come around, and we will of course talk about it as things happen. But yep, at the moment they appear to be ready to start. Eventually,
they start at March 15th. So in between the two, in between the Voyage and Festival of Friendship, they're doing that. And
I'm not seeing the dates here readily accessible, so it makes things difficult to figure out.
Yeah, no, I'll probably tell them about that. But also, the announcement trailer has it in it, so
fair enough. Yeah, I'm just. What can I say? I'm just like, sometimes. Yeah.
No,
anyway,
you're right.
We will talk more about it. We'll talk more about it as it comes out. Hopefully, they did get a chance to get it thrown up in here too, because I'm sure the more people that know, the better.
Yeah.
But yeah, now we got a new source of pony convention information. Now, here's something that I was actually on a little bit on the ground floor about, but I'm kind of floored how quickly this information started to come out as it started to come out. So, we have two conventions to talk about here because, well, you'll figure it out real fast as we do this. So, first off, well, we're going to follow them. So first off, there is two conventions. We first have Fresmere. This is a Brony convention that is going to be happening on October of this year. They don't have specific dates on the little flyer. In fact, I'm not going to lie. The way that these flyers were printed out, I'm guessing that they just barely started to get info as the convention was about to happen or was happening, and went as quickly as they could because it's literally just a piece of paper. But it says October 2022 in Fresno, California. But along with that, there was another flyer that was popping around
And while you look for that, apparently because of you joining, we got almost 100 uses in 72 hours.
That's what I do. Now, here's the funny thing. There's also another convention that got announced. This one, a little bit more card stock in flyer information, but still pretty impressive. Brony Expo, which is coming soon next year in spring 2027 to the Bay Area, California. So, BabsCon dies, and we literally get 2 Brony conventions in California because of it. How crazy is that? Anybody see that one coming? Because I really did. I did see it coming, but only because I knew about it. 2 Brony conventions, a furry convention, and I think a general fan convention that was being worked on, but I don't know the details of that. But I know about the furry. We got the 2 Bronies. It looks like everything that everybody was planning is actually happening in regards to California. So, how crazy is that? What's the new con web info site? Oh, my apologies. I'll be sure to get that in the notes
can get
here.
it right now.
Yeah, I'll be sure to get that in the notes here. I did not get it in the show notes because I was unfortunately, I'm still in recovery. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
I got it in the show,
Yeah.
in the stream chat, so they can look.
But yeah, that was just something that I had to point out there because we literally have 2 pony conventions that are now happening in California because one closed their doors. And that is amazing. But at the same time, I think some people are going to start trying to drag me to these 2. So, God. But anyway. So we got that going on now. Deep breaths, everybody. But with that is going to cover up our convention news. Let's go ahead and talk about pony news. Now, some of you who are in the know right now, Steam is actually doing their Next Fest, which is cool. What does it have to do with this? The game might actually be in Next Fest. In fact, I think it is in Next Fest. But we mentioned earlier about World Without Time, which is very much a pony-themed game. And we talked about it. I wishlisted it on stream, and now it looks like a little bit more is happening because they now have a playable demo.
Ooh.
So we are going to be talking about this probably next week, but I wanted to give the shout out to everybody now so they can go ahead and try out the demo right now. But yes, the World Without Time. Or just World Without Time. But yeah, that is completely amazing. And everybody ignore the fact that I'm literally starting the demo download right now.
Never, because we know you. We appreciate you.
Yeah, I do recommend checking it out. This is really, really cool to see. I mean, there's been a lot of pony games, but we're going to get to that in a little bit too. Oh boy, this has been this was an interesting couple of weeks. And that is a very interesting throat. Let's see. Actually, you know what? We're going to get into it right now.
Oh, that was quick.
Yeah. Then again, I got a good internet connection. But so, we mentioned the Next Fest is going on. A couple of days before the Next Fest, a different kind of I guess community of fest was going on. Steam was doing the Steam Horse Fest. Honestly, I did not see this one coming. And today, it actually ended already, but you could still check out some things. It was a weekend event. But the reason that I had to mention it was going through this and looking at some of the games that they had listed. Let's see if I get any luck here. Oh, look, the Barbie Horse Trails. Okay. Let's see. Was it in the demos here? Okay, well, basically, listed in a bunch of these games here were also a few pony games. They actually had a few pony games that were showing up in this. Let's see here. Yeah, sorry, I thought that sale the horses thing was going to go a little bit longer, and it didn't quite. So. So yeah, everybody, please bear with me. Bear with me a little bit. But yeah, some of the pony games that they had were like Unicorn Tales, Mare Dare, Unicopia. But yeah, you can see some of these. You're just like, oh, we know where this inspiration came from. There's no question about it.
And I appreciate them actually not trying to, shoe in, name characters.
Well,
design-wise,
I think that it'd be in their best interest not to anyway, but...
You say as there are clearly inspired ones of Luna and Celestia?
I'm gonna say in their best interest. I'm not gonna say that other people haven't done that.
That's two of them.
But yeah, got like Mare Dare. I also wishlisted a few others I didn't pick up quite yet. Okay, that wasn't it. Sort by date added. But yeah, Unichrome, Unihorn. Yeah, there's a Mare Dare. Tiny Sticker Tail. That one actually looks up. Ooh, it's on 50% right now. I might jump on that. But yeah, Tiny Sticker Tail. A lot of fun ones that obviously you could see some Brony DNA in these. You could definitely see some Brony DNA. Hopefully it's because that they came from the Brony community and not because of AIR. But yeah, it was a fun little thing to check out. I just wish it didn't only last a weekend. It would have been fun to talk a little bit more about the games there, but it's still cool to see all the horse games that are coming out. Next, let's talk plushies. So first off, Singapore has released plushies at Jelly Pop.
Gosh dang it, why can't we have nice things?
Honestly, I don't know either. Because, yeah, these are already better than even the standard plushies we got. Though, these ones on the other hand, maybe not so much.
Yeah. They're still adorable.
But it's not just plushies. They apparently had quite a few different merch runs going on here. Wanda Cinemas in China has also gone all in on pony merchandise, especially for the Chinese New Year. No big surprise there.
I mean, yeah, the horse. Starting
off, we got racially incorrect Pinkie Pie.
Oh, she's doing blackface.
No, that's Funko Pop Pinkie Pie.
She's doing Black Pony. It's not just blackface. Everything is black. No, I'm kidding. Please do not take that out of context. We're joking. It's just silly to us. That's all.
Yeah, he's just joking.
Yeah. Besides, it's a normal plastic mold injection thing. They usually do a single color and then paint over it afterwards.
Yeah, it's called. Yeah. They've done it in the past.
Yeah. Or in this case, it actually is completely legitimate. But it's just a style choice. It actually does look cool. I actually do like that. It looks cool.
Yeah, they were pure black final figure ponies back in the day, weren't they?
Yeah, actually. Yeah, the miniature Funkos had the little tiny ones where it had the black ponies with the awesome mane colorings.
Yeah.
But yeah, we also have awesome popcorn buckets and drinks. This is like really cool there. I'm not sure what those are, but it's still pretty interesting to see.
Could be pins.
It's almost like neck braces or something like that.
No, the previous one you were showing.
Oh, what? These?
Yeah, they could be pins.
It could be pins, yeah. But yeah, a lot of fun little pony merch for a movie theater, which is pretty wild to see. Granted, I can also see why that some of these are pretty much stock. They're stock characters, but they still got little additions to it, so it's not just slapping them in. It's slapping them in and putting clip art on them.
I am more surprised That is Pinkie Pie, Rarity, and Twilight, and not Dash in place of Rarity.
They're differentiating. They're giving more ponies more time.
Just because of the marketable trio to us doesn't mean that the marketable trio to others.
Faz.
Though it is really funny to see just a weird mix of G4 and G4.5. Because that is a Pony Life Pinky right there.
Yep.
I do like that though. That is funny. I'm not complaining. That is funny. All right, let's see here. Just checking on other toys here. Unfortunately, news got completely scattered on me because of. Yeah, I think we're good here. Let's go ahead and go on to the next little bit here. So we talked about toys. Let's talk about something that is coming out to the U.S., I believe. My Little Pony Mustang GT model kit.
Well, time we got something new.
So yeah, appears that over at a toy fair, we pay. Okay, yeah, it's somewhere in all of this. Okay, yeah, I have no idea where it is in all of this. I really should have looked a little bit further. I thought they would have clipped it or put a note or something. Just I'm doing a quick scanner, see if I can. Oh wait, hold on. There we go. Yeah, it's not great, but you can get. Oh wow, they got the Home Alone van. Oh my God, we're next to the Home Alone van.
What bandits are trying to steal ponies?
But yeah, we got a My Little Pony Mustang GT model kit coming out. How crazy is that? Honestly, I did not see that one coming. All right, next. Oh boy. Pinkie Pie is celebrating the Year of the Pony 2026. Kotobukiya just put out an awesome image of Kotobukiya Pinkie Pie celebrating Year of the Pony. I literally don't have anything else to add here. There's not much else. It's still cool. It's cool to see.
When I saw that for a moment, I thought, oh no, they made a figure for it, and we're rest in peace, my wallet.
Oh God, please don't joke about that. I would probably have to do the same, but don't joke about that, man. Next. All right. We'll get this out of the way. I don't like talking about these, but I gotta talk about these because it's what I gotta do. Okay, so Heartopia has released their pre-launch trailer of the official collaboration for the My Little Pony stuff. There's our mute.
They always change that up, don't they?
Wow, this is this is YouTube. Yeah, I don't know why they did that. There's a cat in a spike suit. I have no idea how to feel about this.
I mean, let's be honest here. They're just doing Equestria Girls, but not, fully committing.
Oh God, I mean, I'm sure this is somebody's cup of tea. It is not mine. Oh my God.
No. Although I will say this, the cosplayers for this will be amazing.
No doubt about that.
Oh wow, they even got cars.
Again, the cosplayers of this will be amazing.
If I didn't know this was for a mobile game, I would have assumed
It's
Pony
on Steam
Life
too.
with Equestria Girls.
I don't know. The moment I'm seeing this, I was either thinking toy line almost right off the bat until I figured out it was a. Well, I would have thought toy line if I didn't already know about Heartopia to begin with during a Nintendo conference thing.
Nintendo Direct, yeah.
Yeah.
Also, for a moment there, they were shipping Twilight and Dash.
Oh, everybody does that. So anyway, yep. looks like that collaboration is already happening now. But yeah, if you haven't checked it out and you really want to, I would recommend doing it right away. This is probably the last we're going to talk about it. But along with that, another trailer video came out for the EB Pinkie Pie for Eggy Party. This is another one of those things.
Which, again, I'm still happy that Pony is now a collaborative thing. Although one of the panels does make a good point of, it's odd whenever outside sources are seeing the value of Pony and internally it's not being seen the same.
Well, there's still there's still a lot of people out there that won't give it a due because of its cartoony looks or its premise of only of stigma of only for little kids.
Well, in any case, that's Pinkie Pie and Eggy Party. So yeah, that's also another collaboration going on right now. If you want to check it out. Next, let's go ahead and talk about our health.
I need somebody.
In this case, there's a Friendship is Magic Walking challenge in Shanghai, which is already over. It only lasts until the 21st. Whoops.
Aww.
Yep. But apparently, yep, there was a map with stamps for 14 different locations to go and get stamped. And if you at least got 3 stamps, you would be entered for prizes. So yeah, it was a stamp collect-a-thon around the city to go and walk around.
You know, I actually enjoy that type of thing if I'm able to participate because it's neat just to see what's in the local area.
Yeah.
It is kind of cool. I have never had anything like that here in my area, but then again, maybe I've just never known about it happening because I never know where they talk about things like that, you know?
I don't even know if they ain't going in my country at all, for that matter.
Yeah.
I would say bigger cities, but also, you know, probably, as much as we hate it, local Facebooks with businesses and whatnot.
Oh, him will be in Fortnite. I don't even want to think about that.
Well, I'm going to tell you this now. Chappelle Roan does have a pink pony, and you can name it Pinkie Pie.
That means nothing.
They have the model. They have the skeleton.
They don't have the rest of them. Moving on. Anyway, I thought
it's a great follow-up from Fortnite.
Anyway, I thought this was really cool, so I just wanted to make mention of it. Moving on. The top 25 Brony songs of 2025 have been released. If you don't watch the music scene all that much, but you still want to get an idea of some of the cool music that is out there for last year, this is a good way to get a good piecemeal of it. Instead of doing 10 a month, you can get a full 25 for the entire year. So if you have been keeping up, none of this is going to surprise you, but if you haven't, then you can maybe get some really cool ideas of some of the awesome songs that are out there. Seriously, check it out though, especially if you like music. And to go along with that, the top 10 pony videos of January has also come out.
Welcome back. I'm so glad about those top 10 video compilation.
Oh yeah, there's been so many videos here that I am not seeing in my normal sources now, so it has been a wonderful send for me, and I really gotta try to keep an eye on their Discord a lot more because I'm sure that's where a lot of them are popping up. But
these
yeah,
top 10 pony videos and 25 top videos have been very helpful for me to discover new songs and artists.
Yeah, but along with this one, it looks like they're actually doing a weighted vote system instead of just the normal you have up to 5. Where depending on how many times you vote, it can actually carry more weight on what gets voted up as opposed to just what gets voted the most. It should also help eliminate a lot of ties.
My only concern with that is, you know, if you get it too weighted, it could be like someone has the power to yay or nay something.
Well, I mean, yay and nay at the same time, but I think it will allow people that aren't able to vote as often or as much to still have a weight in on their vote, as opposed to somebody that is literally voting on every single video. It adds a little bit more nuance, so it gives more opportunities. But otherwise, you still a lot of great videos, still awesomely worth checking out. Definitely, I always recommend these. I always recommend going here, especially now they do the nostalgia hits too. Especially, the Lego Pony. That was so awesome way back when.
Oh my god.
Behold, one of
January
the original,
2011.
one of the original My Little Pony episode, My Little Pony created videos.
Mm-hmm.
FIM meets Monty Python. Oh god.
Yes, Rainbow Dash is God.
Yeah. I mean, didn't you have that in, like, one of your first episodes?
I might have. But still, it is so cool to see that. Anyway, once again, I do recommend checking it out. Little Shy FIM. And finally, Ace Attorney Elements of Justice has finally released the next episode. Deeper Yet Deeper. Turnabout Discharge.
How long is it?
It's an hour and a half long. So obviously we are not going to be watching this in one of our video segments, but it is well worth a look. Still has the awesome animation as it normally does. You get a really in-depth story. It is definitely one of those sit down and enjoy it for what it is videos.
Yeah, indeed. Like something like this, like out in the fandom, is truly remarkable.
Absolutely. And with that, we're going to go ahead and finish up on the news here. And who's ready to talk about 2 weeks worth of content condensed into one few minutes? Well, I'm going to be talking about it anyway. So, of course, we're going to talk about our challenge of 2 weeks. Because we weren't able to do the challenge of the week last week since we were at Harmonycon and then I was in recovery. Still kind of am. But the challenge of the week that we had the time prior was Year of the Horse. In celebration of the Chinese New Year and the Year of the Horse. But we also had the Protest Initiative Challenge.
That's right. I don't remember what it was.
Really?
So long ago.
You shouldn't be so fast and loose with your challenges. I mean, you keep doing that.
Oh, that's right. It was loose, wasn't it?
There you go. All right. So, I managed to pull something together. I mean, literally.
Oh.
I think I drew this in about an hour and a half.
Nice.
Oh, that's right. I never actually cracked my can open because I wasn't in the room for pre-show.
Oh, better late than never.
That's a Kieran.
That is a Karen. I decided for Year of the Pony, we would do the Karen because that seems to be everybody's go-to for Year of the Pony. And along with it, I decided to go with a Karen that nobody seems to draw all that much of. And so I looked around and I found an image of one of the acting Karens that they had for the Phantom of the Opera play thing that was going on when
During the
Oh
song,
yeah,
yeah.
that one did have that
During the
mane
song.
and coat style.
Yeah. So yeah, I think this wasn't like the Phantom. It was one of the other characters that you only see a couple of times. So yeah, I quickly drew him up in a loose Chinese dress. This is supposed to be a Chinese dress, and unfortunately, it is way too loose.
This is why you get your kimono sized.
Yep.
Fear and Loathing in China.
If only.
But yeah, this is what I came up with in an hour and a half, so I didn't have a whole lot of time to fix things or to be nice about some things. So I am proud of myself in some cases. At the same time, there are some things I'm just like, oh my god.
I like the floral pattern that you did. That came out pretty good.
Yeah, actually, that went out rather well. I wish I could have
Yeah.
made it so it follows the folds a little bit more, but that would have taken a lot more editing.
Oh yeah, you know, but
Yeah.
still.
Oh my god. Oh jeez, these bots are getting relentless.
You know, right? I would have written something for this, but I was just sick too many days.
No, I mean the real reason I wasn't able to do more with this was because I was sick so much. In fact, well, we're not going to get into that just yet. We also had some entries from Toa, but not from this in particular. In this case, Toa posted this.
So during Harmonycon, there was a panel called "You Can Draw," and during that thing, there was a randomly generated character prompt, starting with Applejack, going to Trixie, and then finally Cadence. And while people were being taught on stage, or at least at the thing, I was drawing over on the side as the AV tech, just to be like, yes, you don't need something fancy. If you have even just a tablet and a program, you can draw. And it doesn't have to be refined. It could just be the blobs.
Just
That's
fine
nice.
and fair, but Trixie scares me here. This,
It looks like a Five Nights at Freddy jump scare.
I mean, you should have just. I mean, just. Oh my god, man.
I like it. I like it.
I don't know.
Hey kid, though, it's pretty good for what it is.
Yeah. I do have to
Well,
ask.
the
Did you use a paint program for this or something else?
I use my Infinite Painter.
Interesting.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I won't lie. I kept looking it over, and it does resemble paint strokes, which was surprising. At the same time, it didn't feel quite right somehow, but I couldn't place. But yeah.
Well, again, it's one of those things of I am using my tablet as, like, again, an example to go along with, hey, here's what you can do if you just try.
Fair enough.
And it was also just one of those ways of I'm interacting with them so that they're not just, like, looking over the shoulder. It allows people to have a momentary thing to breathe and be like, okay, they're not looking at us. We focus on here. Because it was 15 minutes per sketch.
Fair enough. All right. And I also have to do a couple of other bits of art that I attempted to do, but again, I was sick and busy with the con, so I didn't get them in on time. These were for the alumni, Newbie Artist Training Ground alumni groups that they do the weekly prompts. I'm going to go ahead and start off with this one because admittedly this might be a little controversial, but this was something I wanted to do several years ago. So, can anyone tell me who this is?
Is that Skylar?
No.
No.
A pony?
I feel like I should know by the cutie mark, but the hair is throwing me off.
Is it fandom or was it in show material?
No.
This is specific
No,
group
it's
kind of
both.
thing.
Okay.
Since I already threw that out there, this pony does not exist, or I guess in this case did not exist.
Was it a fandom hoax?
No.
Was it a toy?
I'm trying to bring it up here. What the? How the? Where the? Oh my god. Okay, hold on. Jeez, I click on an image and immediately it doesn't bring up the image. No, it brings up everything but. Okay, come on. Where are you? Stop hiding from me.
I know
will
your
get your
secret.
day. You will get your day in the sun, or so help me. Okay. Here we go.
Wait, no, what?
This.
I misattributed something in my pictures.
This is the pony.
Okay, did 4chan or Reddit make this?
No. This was made 5-6 years ago, I think. This was before AI got annoying. When it was just stupid and silly.
Oh.
This was one of those "this pony does not exist" images. Where you can get a general
There's two
resemblance.
mouths, I just noticed.
There is so much wrong with this if you just start looking
The
at it.
horn! The horn, people!
Honestly, I
The
thought
eyes, the eyes.
the thing is, I thought this pony had an interesting design to it, and one of the goals I had was I wanted to get good enough to try to make this real, to make an actual OC of this pony, because I thought it had potential. This was before, like, once again, AI basically became horrible and annoying and infected everything in our lives. So we chuckle at this and we laugh and we don't take it seriously. Move on. But the challenge for the week was to draw a new OC or a pony nobody's ever seen before. So I figured this would be a good time to basically make it. So here it is.
I have to say, good on you.
I took utter crap and I have made this. I'm not quite sure what her name should be. I do know. I figured from the way the cutie mark looks, it kind of looks like a necklace with a jewel in it. So I'm thinking jeweler.
No, that seems
Not the name,
more like
just the occupation.
Yeah, I could definitely see it as an occupation. I would look up a gemstone and see what you can find.
I don't know. I think maybe finding a term for jeweler, jeweling, or making jewels or necklaces or jewelry.
Or she sells jewels to dragons, like kind of like an eatery or something for dragons.
that'd be a name. Fast food. Just call her fast food. But yeah,
in all seriousness, AI is only a tool. It's not fucking. It's not free. I mean,
we're not gonna.
I don't want to.
You're not getting into that.
We're not dipping into that. I'm just saying that this was just something that we created years and years and years ago, and I just had the goal of actually making a real pony out of it, which I did. And now this is a pony that anybody can use and celebrate and do whatever they want with. And I'm proud of that. I'm proud that my skills are gotten to the point where I can try to cobble something together like this.
And I love this.
Yeah. It needs more work, I'm not gonna lie, but it's there. It's
but it has more soul to it, and that's what matters.
Yeah. So yeah. Behold the official Brony Show OC that does not have a name yet, because who the hell knows?
Oh no, is Lumi getting replaced?
No, absolutely not.
No, Lumi is an OC.
I'm just joking, guys. I'm just joking.
Anyway,
no, we know.
And based on how the overall appearance is, I feel this is like the young filly that comes and watches the fun things Lumi does.
Yeah,
Lumi is a bad influence.
I like that idea of a sudden bad influence character that messes with the Lumi. Love it. And the other prompt I had was draw a pony disguising themselves. And I figured what'd be funny is Pinkie Pie actually trying to dress herself up as Izzy.
Oh wow, that's pretty creative.
So yeah, it takes a lot of work to dye and straighten up curls that wild. Not complete straight curls. You got to straighten them up enough so that they're wavy-ish, but still curly. So yeah, Coldust, any thought on any of that?
My head is empty.
Yeah, that's probably good. Nice and relaxed.
He is meditating.
And random running tab. I have no idea why.
Nice.
She's normally
I like it.
having stuff tied in her mane. Now she has a loose mane.
Does she have a tied up
And she is
mane?
forced.
No, I don't think so.
I think we have shown her with her hair tied up.
Fair enough.
We need to probably do a good compiling of all the running tab images because we don't got her in the OCs.
We need to make an actual. You know, I'll.
I
You know,
always thought
considering I literally just
shoulder-length
made
hair.
this, maybe I should
Mhm.
go back to running tab and actually redo her and see if we can make something a little more official for running tab.
Well, I also went back in the archives and actually went with the colors that we did talk about.
True enough. All right. Well, with that, well, we can't walk away yet because we still got to do one other thing before we go ahead and talk about Harmonycon. And of course, that is our challenge of the week. Now, of course, every week we bring out this wonderful little wheel. This wheel of prompts. These prompts are filled by you, all of our viewers, all of our watchers, all of our commentators, everybody. These prompts are filled by you at this point. We will take any prompts. The only stipulation is you only get one prompt. Once you have that prompt in there, it is stuck. You are forever stuck with that prompt. You cannot change it. You cannot alter it. You cannot ask me to remove it. It is there. It is in. But all prompts will be accepted within reason. And then we will shuffle them and spin the wheel.
Part of me wants to take part, but the other part of me is like, no, you're picked 3 times in a row. Let someone else have a go.
It's up to you if you don't want to. We don't have any rule against not going in again unless you keep having me draw freaking Common Rider.
Hey, I do that at least twice a year.
And somehow you manage to get it 3 times in a row. How does that work?
Don't ask me. I just enjoy tokusatsu.
Anyway. But yes, we get all the prompts in here. We will shuffle them up. We'll spin the wheel. Whatever that lands on, that will be our prompt for the week. And then we ask all of you out there if you want to participate to create. It can be drawing, it could be painting, coloring, music, maybe make a math equation, bake a cookie. The only thing we ask is that you express your creative self any way you can with the prompt and show it off. Be as creative as you can, be as creative as you want. We just ask you, go ahead and go out there and be creative for all of us. For yourself too. Because this is also a way to try to encourage people to allow themselves to be creative. Especially nowadays. There's no judging. I'm sorry, I just realized I was about to say there's no judging here. We do talk about your work. Sometimes we're a little critical, but we always tend to do it in good spirits and to try to help you improve. We don't want to tear people down. We want them to love the work that they do and to also try to improve if they want to keep getting better.
Lurky, you should be nicer to Toa then.
I know! I realize I basically break him
Toa
over the
tries.
cold, don't I?
Toa, you do good.
He
I
tried.
appreciate you.
He
Here's
did
the
try
fa-
with that paint program. He did try with that paint program. Yeah, Trixie scares the hell out of me, but he did try. And
Here's
it
the
does
thing,
look
I
like it
just
was
have a
paint.
comfortable art style I like to do. And besides, you have seen me do GIMP, and you have seen some of the backgrounds I can do if I'm just like, I want to do a background.
Actually, you know what? You know what? No. I'm digging into this one. Just for a little bit. Just a little bit. So while this was a panel was going on, a panel that is probably about less than an hour, you brought up a tablet and you drew 3 things in with this paint program that looked like paint. 3 things. But we constantly see you basically recycling the same images sometimes in shape images more than a few times in GIMP when you have Infinite Painter and you actually have just shown that you can put the effort, even 15 minutes worth of effort, to paint something.
Circuit, this is not going easier on Toa. I'm just saying.
I'm just asking.
Be encouraging, Circuit. Be encouraging. Here's the thing.
I want to dig into this. I want to dig into this because the encouragement is, why aren't you using this paint program to push your skills a little bit more instead of recycling the same stuff you always do?
I don't think a question is encouragement.
No,
Circuit. This is
because
interrogation.
I think he could go further. I want him to go further.
Here's the fun thing. I understand the composition. I know how to do shapes. I understand and get that. It's not my passion.
That's fair.
Okay.
Circuit. Here's the thing. When it comes to art and creativity, when it comes to encouraging art, it's like, don't go going about like, hey, why didn't you shade this piece this time? You know how to shade. Like, no. Sometimes people give what they give. Sometimes you just gotta like take what you get and like appreciate what there is to appreciate. You know, like we're all living lives. We're all trying to like get out there. And hey, you know what? The way I see it, Toa's doing better than me. How many times have you seen me draw something for show? Like, so little. I'm tired all the time. So the fact that Toa can get out there and put together what he can, I think that's pretty great.
Also, artists about
comment about what is rolled.
I suppose that's a fair point. So I guess
also,
you know what, I'm gonna just
expressing yourself. It's not like
you know what, the fact
we're in a
is,
competition.
I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna excuse myself out of this a little bit because I guess I've just been feeling under the weather.
If you're feeling under the weather, why are you standing out under the rain cloud?
Because I can't fly. I'm not a Pegasus.
Second, I think another part of it is that you have seen that I can do stuff in short amount of time, and you're like, but I can't do that. Because for a lot of the time, you're like, why are artists so good? I want to be like that. And the first few times you were so negative about yourself that when you see someone's nonchalant about it, you're like, you could do better. I seen you do better. And I'm like, it's just art.
Anyway,
you might not be wrong, but I think it's just also I've seen people that nonchalant themselves because they don't feel like they can. Basically, like they're good. They're just like the good enough instead of trying to go for more. I don't know. Maybe it might be an internal thing. I know I need to see a psychiatrist.
Shouts out to my sleepy artists out there. Shouts out to the folks out there who like would draw but are tired because they're working. Like y'all, I get it. I'm right there with you.
Anyway, so feeling under the weather is going to be our prompt. But we do also have the Protest Initiative Challenge.
Right. Protest Initiative Challenge. Nap time.
I feel that one.
Now, take that as you will. Does that mean that you will like draw a character being like having a nap time? Sure, go for it. Does that mean that you yourself will take a nap? Fucking do it, man. You do you.
I feel like
and if you do take a nap, tell Circuit about it, because I think that'd be funny.
I gotta that'd be
something that Commander did for me a long while ago that would fit both prompts.
Yeah.
I gotta admit that would be funny as all out if they basically is just like somebody just wrote a poem about how they took a nap over the weekend and then sent that to me.
Hell yeah. Don't even put in an effort for a full pump. Makes or actually no haiku. I want your sleepy ass haiku. Let's go. which is a real poem. It's just a smaller one.
575?
Yep.
Yep.
Yes,
575.
575. Yeah.
And usually trying to keep inside the theme of the prompt.
You know, hindsight, we should bring back haikus. I think we need more haikus. That's not the challenge, but like, hey, if you want like, bonus points that don't matter, there you go. Include a
thought about
haiku.
doing
Here's what that
poem,
just came to my head. My eyes felt heavy. To a nap, I said, "It is snowing on Mount Fuji."
I should have seen that snowing on Mount Fuji coming on.
I thought about doing a poem during the last 2 weeks about Year of the Horse, but then I...
What
Do
is
it.
this background circuit?
Oh my god!
Second,
That-
if you even said that to me, I have at least 3 different people that would. No, wait. I'm
That
taking
is
a
sexy.
screenshot of that, and I am sending it to somebody.
You realize
Oh,
I have
no,
like
he's
10,000
hot.
images and I have no idea what this is labeled as. I'll
I know,
try.
hence why I said
Oh,
I'm
never
taking a
mind.
screenshot and I am sending it to somebody.
Oh. Okay.
Let's,
CFC, you know.
Time to check out
Opera
Dear
fan.
People Roof if I can find that.
let's try. Let's go. Okay.
Damn it, I wanted to take a snapshot.
This is why I'm doing a Dear People Roof search. Ugh.
Well,
Oh, hey,
while that's
there's
going
Somber
on,
Image. That's a quick way to get the tag going.
it's time to talk about Harmonycon. So this year, Harmonycon the theme was cyberpunk. But along with that, this was a special Harmonycon for me because this is essentially the next latest Brony convention the latest one I have not been to in a while, since unfortunately Babs has closed doors. Oh hey, Crazy Man Captain's listed there as AV.
I am.
Oh yeah, you're there too. No, I mean good job. You're in there. You're listed. Actually, I'm sure. Rainy was in there. Winchester's probably in there too.
Yeah, he was one of the best ones for AV.
Yeah. We'll let that play out here. But yeah, no, Harmonycon really they did some really amazing things with their website. I wish I would have had the opportunity. I did have the opportunity. I just never took it because honestly, I wasn't sure if I was going to be going until it was pretty much cemented in stone, and by then I had other things going on too. So my brain. Oh, my friend was listed there too, but he couldn't make it because he had surgery, really bad surgery.
Oh.
He's fine. He's
Okay.
fine. I'm not gonna get into it because it's not my story to tell. But yeah,
Today I learned there is a background character named Maybelline.
Jeez.
It's making this search harder.
But before Second Son on his thing, let's start with -1. Before day 0 of CMC and I getting down to Harmony.
yeah. Well, I mean, that's kind of what we're gonna do. We're just going to go talk about experiences at Harmonycon. I just wanted to open up with the fact that the theme was cyberpunk. This was my first different Brony convention. Usually I go to either Babs Ciderfest or Everfree ever since BronyCon went out, but unfortunately now Babs is gone. So yeah, that opened up the door, and there's also more cons coming up, so it's gonna be quite interesting for me. Anyway, I guess we'll talk about getting ourselves there if we have any major stories to tell about that, I suppose.
Well, the first thing is we were able to get CMC down here before noon, which is always a plus.
Nice.
And then we found out, because last time we did this, he needed $500 as collateral just because of renting. Turns out this company did not need that, so yeah, he's got money for Harmony. Not
Yeah, I
Harmony,
think that
Evergreen.
mostly was because, as a coming in by flight and going out by flight within a week, because I was able to prove that they were able to make it so we didn't need to do that, but it may be different for different companies, I don't know.
Yep.
Overall, it made things a little nicer because we weren't stretched thin for money.
Yeah. We went down there, and right before casino, we hit a traffic jam. And the casino was kind of neat because it had different like architectural styles from different places.
Ooh, I know.
It was interesting to look at as we moved 20 feet forward and got to see slightly different angle, then 20 feet forward and slightly different angle, and go, oh hey, wait, that's France.
That's Japan. That's Italy.
It was weird.
Yeah. Also did a little call because we were ahead of the Nebraska crew, who was Winchester, Rainey, and friends, saying, hey, we came across this. Don't know if it'll be the same for you. Yeah, we got there.
Mostly what they felt was there was road work there, but it didn't crush them down and make them lose an hour sitting in traffic.
Yeah.
Because we were definitely during peak times.
Yeah. And that'll come back around later, but for now, getting there was fine, and just being able to, have our heads down and get ready for day 0.
Well, not much in the way of a day 0 for me. Basically, it was the same things that it always has been for me. Sorry, throat issues.
No, you good.
But I just clipped out the door spam that we set up to go ahead and put onto the door, which is always a plus. And along with that, made sure I had some meads ready to go as well for the con. So, yeah. Also, day 0 was kind of interesting because I took the bus. This was the one time during the entire convention. Yeah, I don't think I've. Yeah. Well, no, BabsCon, I also didn't do this, but Everfree, Ciderfest, sometimes I'll take a lift, or at least to take a lift to get to the convention hall or to areas. Actually, Everfree, there was a couple of times that we took the bus, but we also took a lift a couple of times because of some interesting shenaniganry, but...
I did pick you up on the train, and the train ride was nice.
Yeah, but yeah, I basically mass transited the whole time here. My pre-con though, I wish I got a picture of this place, but I'm gonna go ahead and share. You know what, Twiggy is the perfect thing to share with this. I did try to go to a couple places for liquor for pre-con shenanigans. I think I went to a place where dreams go to die.
How bad was it?
Okay, so I'll go ahead and regale you. This is surprisingly close to the hotel. So, the hotel is nice. I'm gonna say that right off. It's a Hyatt. It's a Hyatt, right?
Yep, it is a Hyatt.
Yeah. But yeah, it's a nice hotel. Now, I looked up on my Google Maps and there was a liquor store listed. Actually, if somebody...
it should be recent if you want to show it.
Well, it's on my phone, but yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna try to tell the story as I'm doing this, so I might have a little hiccup. So now I was looking for a liquor store that was nearby our hotel. So I just did the simple thing. I just brought up Google Maps, said liquor store, and sort by destination. Simple as that. And they go and it says, yeah, there's a liquor store. It's across the street here. And guess what? You can also get turkey legs there. I'm just like, liquor and turkey legs? You know what? Sold. I'm hungry too. I'd say that, that gives me everything I need right there. So
what?
Yeah. It gets even better, trust me.
How? I have concerns already.
Okay, so I start to make my way, and I'm following the directions on the phone here, and it leads me behind the hotel. And near as I can tell, unless you guys can tell me otherwise, there is no back exit to the hotel. I have to go around the front to some extent to get to the back.
Down below.
Yeah,
floor.
there's an escalator near the tower that's on the Cumberland level that also goes to parking.
Okay, maybe that would have made my life a little easier.
Yeah, because you have to go down and then go back up to street level.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I get to the back of the hotel, and then I see where I need to go. To get to the place I'm going, I don't want to spoil the actual place just yet, so I'll bring up the map here. I'm about right here, the Hyatt Regency Dallas. I gotta go under all of this overpassing.
Oh, God.
Yeah. So I end up doing just that. While I'm going under this overpass over here, I find a half of a chair with a sign. Apparently, there's a homeless person there that begs for money and literally has a station set up there. And I'm pretty sure of this because as I kept going and I get under one of the overpasses, I see a little tent set up in the top corner there, and somebody is talking to themselves because I can hear it in the echo. I'm immediately thinking, "Oh God, I'm going to die because of this. This is how I die." But I don't look at I look away and I keep looking forward, not trying to make no noise, no eye contact, nothing, just trying to be as inconspicuous as humanly possible. And then I get through the overpasses. Then eventually I figure out where I want to go, and I go to this place.
Oh.
Mike Smart, Best Buy Liquor, and yeah. So I go in this place, and these photos do not do the proper justice of this place anymore. This place was a lot darker than this, a lot dirtier than this, and the frying station in the back. You can kind of see it right here. Nobody was manning it. That thing had not been cleaned in the longest time.
Yeah.
Nobody's been manning it, but it looked like nobody was using it for a few months now.
Oh, God.
And over there, over in the corner over there, they had a drink station that was not put up. It was just on the floor, not set up yet. Basically, this whole store, it felt like somebody had like big dreams, and then it all died there. Now, this photo, just to give you context,
the fast food place being abandoned is quite heartbreaking for that owner, probably.
It might have been heartbreaking. I don't know. It may actually still be functional, and I just came at a bad time. But to give you context, this photo was taken on February 2017.
Wow.
This was 7 years ago. So when I'm telling you that it was a lot worse than this photo is showing, I mean it.
Oh.
This was something else. So I ended up quickly grabbing a bottle of rum that they had. It was like a pink rum that I actually CMC was able to try, I think. Were you? It was a Malibu.
I don't know. I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, I just picked up like a Malibu pink rum. It was a really fruity one, and I basically I just hoof it back to the hotel as quickly as possible. I'm just like, oh, that was such a dumb idea. And what made all of this worse is when I got a better look at the location and everything. There's 5 different bail bond places all around here. There's so
Oh,
much.
that is seedy as heck.
Right? There's so much about this. I'm just like, oh my God.
Lone sharks to the left, lone sharks to the right, stuck in the middle with you.
Yeah, no, I mean, and the really funny thing is this was just under a couple of overpasses. Over here, everything looked a lot nicer. To an extent.
Yeah, because that's the downtown area right off the train.
Yeah, just it's funny that literally
The
just going
other
around
side-
the hotel is complete shit.
Yeah, it's one of those. You don't go to the other side of the highway. No one goes to the other side of the highway.
I did.
I mean, they're
yeah.
yeah.
But in any case, I now have a story to tell because of that. But oh my god, this just
What a story it was.
what a story it was. But anyway, that was my
Sorry, Circuit getting more alcohol.
yeah, Circuit getting trying to get booze. I eventually actually ended up going to another liquor store that was also in the downtown area near a chicken place that I ended up going to try to actually get some dinner. The chicken was really good though. A little more expensive, but really really good. It's just also funny because I was hoping to get one of the local beers. All their beer taps were broken.
Oh.
Damn.
Yeah.
On that side of the town, I'm not too surprised.
No.
No, this
the
was the good
downtown area.
side of
This was
town.
the downtown area. It was like
Oh, okay.
it was like at the Omni Hotel thing. This place was a lot swankier. It's kind of weird too. I kind of felt like I had a weird Cheers vibe because you had a guy that was kind of dressed down, casual, really relaxed, and then you had a lady that was working with him that was like business suit, primped up and proper. I'm just like I'm waiting for a guy to come in here and everybody's to shout out Norm. Just what the hell?
You know, the funniest thing is that unintentionally foreshadowed what Winchester would say while we were hanging out the last night.
True. So anyway, that was basically the highlight of my pre-in day. Everything else was pretty
Day
calm
zero.
altogether. Day zero was
Yeah.
pretty good altogether.
Yeah, meanwhile, CMC and I, as well as the rest of the AV, got in at 2 a.m. because we did not get the rooms until 6. When we were supposed to get the rooms at 2.
Yes, some of AV did not sleep between day 0 and day 1
Oh,
because they
shoot.
needed to get things up for opening ceremonies.
Yep.
There really was unfortunately a bad situation with that. So yeah, but kudos if you didn't know what was happening, you really couldn't tell anything was going on.
And that is why we try to do our best, and why hearing it from the outside is definitely a joy, and definitely something you can pass along to like Winchester to be like, yeah, we didn't know that you had all these issues. Good, that's part of the job.
Yeah.
But yeah, we did that, and then the first day of convention,
So
and
let's see.
CNC and I got up, we got down, and we started taping.
That's just the usual. The fun thing there we didn't get back to the room till 2 was we didn't even get a chance to start having a conversation with everyone of, okay, who's sleeping where?
Yeah,
Pretty much a free for all.
Not exactly a free for all. Toa kind of already cemented himself, and probably the weirdest.
I left my stuff on a bed, but I was under the assumption that I may move if I need to, but I didn't go back to the room because I was moving things and cables until I got back to the room and crashed.
Yeah, I basically was like, well, I know our fourth had a CPAP machine, so they need a bed regardless. Don't know where second wants to sleep. CMC already has a bed, and I'm just like, well, I'm going to leave it open, and I'll just sleep on a cobbled together bed that still worked. Because for 4 nights, I slept on what basically was a futon and a footstool.
Oh, that Anthro Fluttershy, dang.
Yeah, I think that's somebody actually in a fursuit.
Yeah.
Okay, that was gonna be my other.
The study with the wheels was the most impressive.
By the way, this was
Yeah,
on Saturday. I just figured it'd be a good background ambiance while we're talking.
No, it's very good. And
Yeah. This was
I mean,
a
Pinkie
fun
Pie's
thing
underneath
that,
that
yeah,
chair.
we're rearranging how we're doing things next time, and I'm already trying to figure out, okay, who's all that I need to have in the message group so that we can organize it before con, so that we know how the flip goes at con.
Oh yeah, I see them moving their fingers and the fingers period. So yeah, it's someone in a fursuit.
Yeah. Well, this is
Yeah.
usually a thing that if Zizzy was there, Zizzy would be sitting there in the Cadence costume.
Which is
yeah,
which is funny because I thought Zizzy was one of the co-chairs of this.
Zizzy did
no,
no
Rock,
of the event.
Rock,
Yeah, of this of the plushie meetup. Yes, he wasn't able to make it.
not of the con. That's Luck and Pepper.
Huh.
No, either.
Oh, Tyler.
Yeah.
Oh.
But anyway, Friday. So yeah, gotta admit, Vendor Hall was kind of wild trying to get into that one. The line, they basically had to try to sneak the line at one point. It's pretty wild.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Let's see.
Friday was basically help set up and be there for people, and try to make sure stuff was going well.
And I'm not gonna lie, I'm really, really hoping I didn't miss a video on this because I found out I got a duplicate in here and I don't know why. And anyway,
No.
so
Yeah.
trying to break up the schedule here a little bit to try to talk a little bit about some of the events and things. I ended up bouncing around quite a lot to different panel rooms, vendor hall. I only got a chance to check out the concert sadly on Saturday, though Winchester basically dragged me to take a look at everything in the back and everything. I think it was on Sunday about Sunday-ish morning.
Yeah, that makes sense.
No. It was Saturday night. It was late. I managed to be up way late on Saturday, which was really surprising even for me.
Mm-hmm.
So far, I see no pips or hitches.
Okay. So, party room. I actually got a chance to check out some of the party rooms on Friday, which was really interesting, especially they had two party rooms that were publicly quote unquote announced because there's no official party rooms, I might add, and I'm going to get into that in a moment. So they had a party room for the Alicorn, which is supposed to be like a more of an upscale, swinky, swagger kind of place. Kind of a thing. You got basically like Manhattans, and it's supposed to feel a little bit more metropolitan in look. And they also had one that was set up for Nacon, which I made the dumbest mistake any drinker could ever do. But I think at the same time, you kind of have to do it once. Because I took a full unprompted shot of Everclear.
Oh.
No.
No mixers. No, nothing. No dilution. I basically shot it down. Full glass. Oh, God.
Right, that was that room, okay.
That was that room, yeah. I have CMC here to back me up that I did something stupid.
It was an odd room, and the vibes were definitely not my style.
No, they weren't really mine either. I mean, it was fun for a quick drink, but I was okay to get out of there pretty quickly.
Yeah, I know the Alicorn would have been better, but I think at that point,
Actually, the worst part is when I got to the Alicorn, it was a little bit harder to get things done because they shut down the Nacon room sometime after we left.
Yeah, I don't know why I didn't make it to the Alicorn room. I know that I went to a room that was run by one of the staff for just staffers, so...
Yeah.
I know Home Slice was...
The problem with...
Yeah, that was Home Slices.
In fact, I kind of know what the big problems were with the Alicorn and the Nacon rooms. The thing is that they both apparently got shut down because of noise. It wasn't because of drinking. It wasn't because of anything crazy like that. It was just they were too noisy, and security ended up shutting them down. And Nacon was hilarious because it was like when I was waiting to finally get a drink on it. It was like the people were just like, okay, everybody, we need to quiet down because they shut us down last year for being too noisy, so we need to quiet down. So, but the problem is that they had way too many people. It's like 30 or 40 people in there, so obviously you have all those people trying to keep quiet. It's not going to last long, and they're going to start talking louder and louder and louder. Then suddenly, shh. It was funny, because it's like every few minutes it gets a little bit louder, then shh. And I'm just sitting there like, oh my god.
It's like playing a game of no sound and seek.
Yeah, it's just like, shh.
Don't wake daddy.
Don't wake daddy. It's just, and I'm sitting there just like, okay, I know what I'm gonna do if I ever decide to do like a party room at Harmonycon. Granted, I'm not gonna openly advertise it that much, but a person limit. Keep a low limit of people allowed in there, because you just get it way too crowded. It's going to get naturally noisy. It does
A low limit, and you must say that at the door, if there's no room, there's no room. Leave this floor. Come back later.
Yeah. You
Before
gotta be a
we
lot
move
more
on.
strict about entry. That would definitely have helped out a lot. And I wouldn't have been surprised if the Alicorn also got shut down at some point. I don't know. I didn't hear anything. I only heard about the Nacon room because I heard it when I was in the Alicorn. I didn't check out any of the other party rooms because all the rest of them were on the down low, and I wasn't part of any of the groups.
Makes sense.
But
Before we move on,
to the actual,
Sorry, go ahead.
to the actual like panels and whatnot. But I did set in on who's the best MOP roommate, and it's like, ooh, that was interesting. But the one that I really, really liked sitting in on was LPG5, the lore, the lies, and the legacy.
That's the one I wanted to sit on the rest of, but had to step out. I don't recall.
Yeah, I know
why.
you had
That
to check
one
out.
I jumped in on too, but it doesn't look like it changed all that much from Everfree if you caught it there.
Yeah, but there is
I
one
would-
thing
I would-
that I will not say what changed, but they had GM Barrow also there, and she had some of those.
She was able to offer some
Awesome.
insight, but yeah, no, she was actually a delight, and it really is interesting how much they really did try to tie actual lore of G5 into G4. Even when people are just like, it doesn't work like that. It's like, no, it kind of does if you know where to look.
I would
Yeah.
love to be a fly on the wall for that lore discussion.
Oh, it was awesome, and I will say this: the piece of information confirmed that one of the G5 characters is non-binary.
yeah, pretty much. Bible, the Bible, the actual show Bible, pretty much says they're not binary, but we can't say it out loud because other countries don't like that.
If I take a wild guess, is that Sip?
Actually, no, it
Yes.
was Hitch. How did you know it was Hitch?
But yeah, stuff like that is why I like just being able to sit in on AV and be a passive observer.
Yep.
Also, I love the fact that we had an activities room because some of it was just fun. During one of the breaks, I had to consult the activities directors just because some stuff was not going right.
All right.
And at the end of the convention, she said, "Yes, I've been repeating that at all convention. Breathe in, breathe out, punching somebody in the face, imaginarily, of course."
Yeah.
Before
Another
you
thing
move
I
on-
wanted to mention is just one of the other cool panels. Rift Ponies Live was really awesome.
Oh my goodness, would that have been ever?
Oh man, what did they snark on? Oh yeah, no, it was a Generation 1 My Little Pony, and they also had a My Little Pony Tales with a lemonade stand.
was it Friday or Saturday where I said the game room wants me to do VR, so I should do that before drinking.
It was definitely Friday because Saturday I wasn't hitting up the party rooms too much.
Yeah, Saturday was also when I was in the trader hall for things, so it
Yeah.
had to have been Friday. I tried the VR thing with that
Yeah, they had
They
like a friction. They had a
the
frictionless pad. They had a frictionless pad.
yeah,
thing.
the friction pad and the harness that goes around the waist, and what I can tell from that thing is it assumed I was taller or had longer arms
Mhm.
because it wanted me leaning so far forward with my hands that I could never make those symbols green for this is where they need to be for walking.
Yeah, I have the opposite problem because
Man.
how large my feet and shoes were. I could not get good traction.
And it's something where, yeah, if I were ever going to do something like that, I need to have a VR thing that has a lot more options of how to set certain things, because I went into an archery thing. It has no eye dominance.
Yeah,
I tried just head straight, pull off to the side and do it. I tried the turn your head and lean away to try and have a sense of where I was aiming. No. Every time I tried to actually aim, it's going off to the right.
meanwhile,
where it shouldn't be with how I'm holding.
Yeah, one of the perks of being staff is you get 15 minutes free of that thing, and I did mine in like a Doom-like.
I did the 5 minutes and could tell my legs were already in not liking it, and if I went further, the headache from the VR alone, because it wasn't set to my height, no.
Yeah, sometimes VR could take a while to get used to. It took me a little bit before I really started to be able to move with it a lot better.
I think if I had done a thing in VR that didn't have the leg piece first, it would have been fine. I would have worked along with it, but I think that was my first time with a VR headset.
It was my second time, so I would say this. Instead of like having the trackpad there, all you need to do is have the sensors that would, if you put your foot forward and step, and then go back,
They can't do a whole thing like that.
Yeah.
Well, we should probably move on a little bit here so we can at least talk about some of the stuff we got.
Okay, can I ask a question before you turn it to something different?
Yeah, go ahead.
The Everclear you drank, was it a proof between proof of 190 or 151?
I don't know. They had it in a thermos.
And Everclear and something else, I thought, or something that just had a base of Everclear and did not have much to it. And when I heard what it was, I said, I'd rather have Malort.
Yeah, and I don't blame you on that one. I think Malort would actually at least Malort has a taste that is, it sucks, but it's a palatable suck. That was, somebody mentioned it's like drinking straight gasoline, and I believe it.
One of the neat things that I did was sit in on I wouldn't say the first Spanish panel at an American convention, but a fully Spanish panel that I was like, I don't understand this, but I am here to support, because before that there was no one else in there but me, and we got up to like 10 people.
Cool.
Which as a panel person, I'm like, why was this not better put? Because this is a community guest.
Right, that's why I didn't see that panel. Legends of Equestria, We're Not Dead Yet was put at the same time frame as the con chair chat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a lot of panels like that happen where I had to make a decision. I didn't like that I had to, but like I really wanted to check the Rating Strange MLP merch, but I also love After the Fact Live, so yeah, I was.
The con chair chat was interesting because it had it had Tyler, Luck, and Pepper for Harmony. It had Charlie and Caitlin for Cider and Winnie. It had, I don't know the name, but from Everfree. And it had the new folks for Nacon.
Wow.
It was a lot.
That is quite a lot, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of cool though. I mean, con share chat with all those different cons. That has got to be some wild stuff.
Yeah,
And
for
they
the
broke a
current
record of
longest running American Con, and the next two longest, I think, or at least the next two biggest.
Yep.
And then the newbie on the block that hasn't even had an event yet.
Yeah, that is such a mix. I mean, you get all sorts of views. I love that. I actually love that.
I will say, I had fun that Friday just constantly pointing to people, Fallout's in here, Fallout's in here, as they walk past a big old poster in front of the door for the Fallout Equestria.
Some people never pay attention.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Friday is despite the
But there
light.
were constantly people coming back going, where's Fallout? Point. At that point, every staffer there collectively did the same. Do you know where the Fallout is? We all point in the door that is right there. They go, okay, thanks.
They should have put a sign up or something.
They
there
did.
was a sign.
It doesn't help.
Oh,
Signs
oh.
do not help if people do not pay attention. Trust me on this.
And here's the thing. I put it right in front of the door as people were coming in so they could go,
Anyway,
oh, Fallout.
anyway, gotta get back onto some sort of track here.
Man, that's short of an attention span. Dang.
Anyway, another fun panel. I really liked how they actually just had a panel about talking about cyberpunk movies that you could check out.
Oh, yeah. That was very neat.
Yeah. Got a few recommendations, and I was glad to see that they threw in anime in there. Though I was kind of bummed out. I was just like, there are so many cyberpunk video games that they could mention, not just cyberpunk, of course, but
Yeah, but that was run by Thoth.
yeah, and he
is
said it himself.
going to use his cinema major when he can.
He's gonna use a cinema major, which I understand that 100%. I get it. I would be in the same boat. I would talk video games and anime more than I would actual movies. I get that.
Same.
It doesn't mean that it's not a bummer, regardless. But one thing. One thing I do want to throw out here. And I'll go ahead and bring up my merch hall for this at least to talk about it. I was able to participate in the basically the trading hall that they had.
It was lots of fun. I realized I didn't even bring one of my bags of trading things to the room.
So yeah, I brought with me. I brought several different Cutie Mark Crew figures that I happen to have. I brought a plushie Rainbow Dash. And what was there? I feel like there was one other. Oh, no, a few buttons. I had some buttons from Afro Horse and Irisu that were duplicates because I already had versions of them, and also a few table finds that I found throughout a few years that I just had some duplicates of, and just figured why not. I was able to eventually trade everything for other things.
Another MareQuest CD.
A MareQuest audio CD, which I am pissed. I am so pissed. Now, you can see right there at the bottom left of the CD, something looks funky, right?
Does it not have the disc?
What?
Does it not have the disc in it?
No. It was plastic wrapped. But what do you think that funkiness right there is?
Plastic.
What?
It got heat, so it's the heat sealing is the heat sealing plastic is melted onto the.
Nope, the plastic is
case.
fine. The plastic was immaculate, actually.
Did the case break?
No, the case was fine. The case did not break.
Is it somehow water inside?
It's liquid. It's not water.
A biohazard. Is it a biohazard?
Probably yes. I opened up that plastic. I just took a look at it and woof. That I got a strong scent of cat urine out of that thing.
Oh no!
I was picking something up. Just about
Here's the thing I'm trying to figure out. How did a plastic-covered audio CD get cat urine on like that? I want answers, because makes no sense.
and somehow the CDs still work.
Oh, the CD is perfectly fine. The CD is perfectly clear. The thing is, and the case is fine. I could probably bleach it. I just can't use the inserts. I can't, that cover, the back. It's pissed, and it smells.
Oh, the cover was.
There is no. I don't know if there's a way to clean or clear that, and I don't know if I want to try. But I am so pissed off. I'm still glad I got the CD.
I don't know if there's a way to clean or clear that. There may be a way to talk to the MayorQuest folks, see if they can
get a reprint. Maybe I don't know.
Printing.
Yeah. Maybe I could get a reprint or something. I could try talking to him about it. Yeah. So I'm glad I'm glad I got the CD. 100%. I'm glad I got it. But God, that was such a horrible thing to find out when I got home.
I wonder how many of those got ruined by cat urine now.
Second, I happen to have a MayorQuest on me now. I'm going to see if I have a duplicate. Would you be happy if I got you one?
I mean, wait, why? What? There's a lot of questions there. I got a lot of questions there, but I'm just going to say if you have a duplicate, that we can definitely discuss something.
Yeah.
Well, I'll see.
But for now, we should probably continue focusing on this. So the rest of these are all trades. I actually got a book for the Rainbow Dash plushie. This is a mini docky that I actually got for some of the buttons, and I think some of the Kingdom Hearts crew. I got the Bonbon. Oh wait, no, I forgot the Izzy. The Izzy bauble I got from you isn't in here. Actually, I got the Izzy ornament from CMC, I believe.
Oh, yeah.
It's not in here.
That was some of the weird blind box things that I still have 4 in a package and haven't looked at what they are yet.
Yeah, but I don't think I got a chance to get a hold of any of those, so I was glad to get an Izzy one. But yeah, I got a little keychain and a bonbon, and the poster here is kind of interesting because this was a Brony at home protein folding project that they were doing way back during the COVID times when everybody was stuck at home. So it's an interesting little print there, and I am so glad to get a hold of that too. But these were all my trades that I picked up.
Second, I found my second copy of MayorQuest.
I guess we'll have to be talking at some point. Anyway, did you happen to get a picture of any of your trades or?
You haven't scrolled down the con chat yet to see my plethora of things.
I'm seeing all of them. That's why I'm asking because there's so many. I don't.
It is in there.
Oh, you got it. You got it labeled.
Yes.
Yeah, vaguely labeled.
Okay, I apologize. So CMC also got some awesome trades.
The Rainbow Dash is of a toy I already have, but it was specially painted to be Wonderbolts.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, neat.
The Chrysalis has some damage, but... and that Fluttershy thing on the right...
Oh god, I remember seeing those.
God.
Is a horrifying candy thing.
Why am I not surprised?
Like a little candy dispenser. Speaking of candy...
Yeah, there was a little girl there with her mother, and she wanted I had 3 little less than an inch pony erasers, and I said, take them. Those are free, because they were a random pickup from a previous convention, and to a little girl under 8, free.
Oh, yeah.
Her mother handed her the sucker and have her hand it to me and say, thank you.
Also got some awesome stickers.
Stickers and a Caillou card just because that person was sitting next to me, and every time I glanced over, the spike, that's a lenticular spike, and it just kept on glittering at me.
Just to ask, are the next ones also part of the trade? Because they seemed a little out of place.
Hold on.
See, ribbons, stamp card, comic book.
Oh, no.
Okay.
No, that starts... The stamp card and ribbons is vendor hall. That is what I got for doing that stamp card.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. Oh, yeah, that's right.
Where... Yeah, applications to Gobi Raptors quiz team denied. I said that the quiz team name I want to go for is totally lost because I'm totally lost.
Actually,
I
went
wouldn't
for
be able to find the place.
I went for a joke name. I went for I don't know. Who's on first? What's on second? I don't know's on third. The team I don't know. What's your team name?
Yeah.
I don't know.
And so, yeah, in the purchases there, the Lyra pin I think I got from Gobi, and that's why I have a Gobi card in the
Okay, let's see.
picture with the Simbas.
Free tables.
But that
free
spike-
trade tables. Yeah. Okay, hold
just
on.
underneath.
Okay, let's actually start bringing
purchases
up
are
these
near the
purchases
end.
and stuff.
Because, yeah, that spike I got from that person who didn't have a card. But when I went to go take a picture of everything full, which is the big Simba one next to it, I put it next to the Gobi Raptor because I thought, wait, did I get that from Gobi? No, I got the pin, which is the force picture in that post from Gobi. The third picture in that post as a purchase was the Con comic book.
They had a comic book?
What?
Yes.
Oh, that must have sold out pretty fast. I didn't see it at all.
It was at the con store, and when I went there, there was still stacks. Although I did go early Friday.
I didn't hit the con store until a little bit later. Okay, well maybe I'm also blind too. Ah, jeez. I hope that maybe I can try to get it next year.
No, here's the thing. I believe the comic itself, if you go back to the announcements for Harmonycon, all the transmissions that they did is pages from the book.
Doesn't mean I don't want the comic. I kind of still want the comic.
Well,
Yeah.
they'll probably have extras from this year at next year.
That's what I'm hoping. Anyway, CMC, we also have...
Yes, that is the pin that I think I got from Gobi that I didn't properly place in my... This is all the purchases! And my purchases this time were very much a lot less because... the way my app was showing me my funds made it look like I had less money overall, and I already knew that the amount I went to Mad Shy with was already $45 at least.
That's fair.
That was a... Yeah, that was a... That was definitely a... I see this thing on the table that I want, but I know you're going to have it next time I see you. I will get it later. Because that's kind of what the Simba bag was. That was a thing of, I know I was keeping $30 available for that alone.
So the image currently on screen is, while we were going around the vendor hall, we ran into one of our team members from Ponies Online with a significant other, also a member of Ponies Online, and their third friend, who is also a Simba nut.
A friend that I've been chatting with for a while, and they didn't realize at the con that it was me that was interacting with them until I posted this image in the server I share with them, and they went, "Oh my goodness!"
Yes.
There were 4 of us from this server in there.
Yeah, I basically, and this is some leftover stuff from just 80s.
Harmonycorp would like to remind you about the emergency exits and to not touch anything. No sitting either.
Here.
Anyway, I also didn't show these, so I might as well quickly...
Yeah, that is the...
Makeshift.
Yeah, Rainy and I have
Here.
been doing a game, the We Were Here series. This was good friend. Rainy has bad friend.
All right, and let's go to the top of the con merch for CMC here and just go through the rest of this.
That is the shirt they were selling. That is more a hooded like shirt.
It is a weird thing, but I'm all for it. It's just weird.
Yeah, I was wearing it today. It's definitely a weird thing because it's like it's got a zipper, so I need an underlayer for it.
Yeah, I feel like a tank top or something would work perfectly for it, but
I
Yeah,
wore
tank
an
top would
old
definitely
staff shirt
do good.
under it today,
yeah.
and then the badge and all the little dangly bits, except for a pin that apparently I got a second of. That's later on. Oh, and that Crazy Matt Captain pin by hold on, I haven't Rurat.
Ooh, Rude Rat.
Hold on, let me forward this into the server as well.
And of course, the staff shirt with the other staff shirts.
Which channel should I put that in? Is that?
I think the odd share one.
We don't
Oh,
have
we'll let him
Good.
decide for himself on that.
But yeah, basically,
Anyway, we'll continue going through the other images and stuff.
Yeah,
Here.
lots of things.
yeah,
This man ate my son.
yeah, a lot of silliness happens here.
Silliness, yeah.
I love
You
that
know,
rarity sticker.
Admittedly, there were some interesting things that got put on the tables that were confiscated. I'm not going to go too much into that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, mainly at the conventions, if I'm not looking at stuff, I'm normally helping out with the rooms. I will say I did help set up a Transformers panel. Well, that was very nice. Had to deal with someone that
Got some awesome ribbons from all over. It's kind of funny how the ribbon thing really started to flourish out from...
I keep picking up bunches and bunches of ribbons, but not actually putting them on anything, because I like the two that I have on my main badge.
Yeah.
No, I get that. Plus, it gets a little weird when you start to have a longer ribbon. You can't do as much with it, or you're worried you're going to lose ribbons if you're not careful.
Yeah.
Yeah, the support on those is not worth it.
It gets messy, but at the same time, it's just kind of like one of those trade-offs.
Yeah,
it's also
and
really
Hail
fun.
Hydrate and the old horse is always a good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
so
Oh yeah, you
many
got a lot of these from
Caillou
me. I
cards.
wonder.
I got a pile from you. I got a pile from. I've had to move the Caillou cards from the thing I had them in to a different thing because it was too much for the thing it was in. So now they're in a brown paper bag with a Rainbow Dash sticker on it because it holds it all.
We really need to get you a card binder.
I will say this: I
don't want
had a lot of
binder
fun.
for them. I'd rather like
a deck box.
Larger than a deck box. It's
Oh, a deck,
a foot
deck
long.
box.
No, it would still be not a deck box, but a card box maybe. Like
Yeah,
Oh, I didn't know what you're talking
yeah,
about.
card
now.
box
Okay.
like yeah, you would put trading cards in. It's just a full foot or longer kind of thing.
Yeah, I had those before when I was into Magic of the Gathering over a decade ago.
And there's just piles and piles of cards. I think eventually, did you get the?
Hmm?
Did you already go buy the lenticular ones?
If
think he did.
If I did, I couldn't tell because they don't really show up very well in photos.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I don't know what I'm doing with this lion, but I'm doing something with this lion.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
And then these things had opposite sides, and the Pinkie Pie thing has interesting little things around it. It's weird.
It was very strange, but I got mine on my little display.
And that
shelves.
token with a pony is like an actual poker chip style thing. It's got weight to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember you showing me. It was wild.
I would say, as we wound down on that Sunday, basically as soon as the last panel was done, we had already cleared 2 rooms.
Yep. Anyway, here's the merch I got this time around. Funny enough, not as much, but still quite a few things. Finally got to complete my collection of the Renegade games because I did not get the Lanterns one yet. And I missed this book. I did not know this book existed. So I was so happy. I was so surprised and happy to have found that there at the con too.
The maps of Equestria?
The compendium of Equestria.
Wow, I just remembered that I don't have that. Damn.
Yeah. It's one that it kind of flew under the radar. I don't know why I didn't realize I was missing it. It's kind of weird.
I will say this. The funniest thing with Sega having the autograph things there, eventually it was just like, there was too many of them and they were putting them out on the free tables.
Yeah, pretty much. That's where I got a lot of them. They were just on the free table. So I grabbed a few for me and some of my friends that couldn't make it to Harmonycon. In case they wanted
Green
it.
Hay, My Little Romance.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I got that CD.
Yep. I got 2 copies because that was actually on a Givey table.
No,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah. Kind of a weird one to find, but I'll take it. Also, here's where some of my purchases, of course. The funny thing about some of the shirts on the docky, they were all in a sale bin for $10 each.
Wow.
Yeah, I have no idea who the
Nice.
hell that is, but it's a $10 docky, so it's like, screw it, go.
Yeah.
But it's really cool. The shirts are still pretty awesome, so I have no complaints.
Have you given her a name?
No,
Oh,
because
there's
it's
the
not
Izzy
mine to give.
Bobble.
Yep, there's
Sorry.
Bobble.
The Izzy Bobble was in that last picture.
Oh, is that where I had the Izzy Bobble?
Yeah, right up at the top.
Oh, okay, so I did include the Izzy Bobble somewhere, so, yeah.
Right next to that wonderful
Not today,
Fluttershy Guru hoodie.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was from the the people that do all the fun stabby pony badges.
Mm.
Nice.
All Fluttershy in his outfit. Dang.
Yeah, a lot of random stickers and pins and stuff. Because admittedly, somebody got me roped into
Got a
checking the giveaway
washcloth?
tables.
Yep.
They had a Twilight Sparkle washcloth.
That is a good Applejack pin there.
And
Yeah.
then you don't know I'll have a Brony. I'm not surprised on the Snow Pity.
I thought it was funny. I couldn't resist it.
No, I still find it funny.
What
That
pin is
changeling-
next to Applejack there that is in a glare?
That I think that is the I think that is no, I think that was a giveaway pin that I found it on a giveaway table maybe.
It would not surprise me.
Interesting.
Well, I would say
Yeah,
we
got
had a
challenge
fun
coin.
time.
That changeling mid transformation is kind of cute.
I
Yeah,
thought that was really cool.
I
think
definitely
that's some of
think
those
we
scenes.
had a decent time there, but the real fun was seeing you guys test out the mead Friday, and then
Why are you
Sunday.
making it sound like you're the one that made it? The real fun was having you try out that mead. It's like, dude, what are you talking about?
Well, I enjoyed the conversation we had and just the moment we shared there.
Fair enough.
Like Kingdom Hearts Twilight. Dang.
Yeah.
Where did you get that? The final Octavia at the bottom.
Oh, you're not gonna like this. That was the other stamp marathon.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh,
I
I,
told you
need to
we're
figure
gonna
out
like
who
it.
the artist is and find it.
I don't know who the artist is, but it's probably one of the stamp rally people, so I can give you the stamp rally thing and let you kind of go at it, I guess.
Yeah, I can probably just message the folks and see who it was and see what I can do to get it. That is too good.
Oh, also, while I was in the cosplay line to go up on stage, apparently the Lyra and Bon Bon up there, dressed as bridesmaids, might have actually had a real proposal and not just a stage thing for, like, the cosplay.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, don't know for sure. I'm just going to err on
All
the
right,
side of.
and of course, a bunch of prints. Some of these were legitimate, some of these were not.
I see a few from last year.
Those were not.
Copy, copy, copy.
Well, I mean, you can see a few of them under them, so it's kind of obvious which ones are. Okay, let's grab a few for friends as me. Not to say, I mean, for the producers one alone, I would have wanted anyway. Definitely like the
Book
Coachella.
of Mammon.
Yeah, these are awesome, and I am going to treat them with absolute respect.
What's happening with that Twilight?
This one.
I see the pudding.
Somebody was just dropping random sketches on one of the giveaway tables. I'm just like, okay, that's kind of funny. I'm gonna have to go for that.
Blossom Cone.
And also, before I forget, here is the door, the swag door.
Which I'm gonna say this now. We were 23 floors up, and it was weird.
It was kind of weird going up the elevator for a while. It tripped my agoraphobia, something bad. But I get.
Oh, the fun part was just ears popping every time.
Actually, I didn't have that issue happen. I didn't have that happen to me at all.
Oh,
I definitely was feeling my ears be sensitive by the ride home.
Might be because since I live in Utah in the mountain area, it's probably used to it.
Yeah, a bit higher up and used to it.
But yeah,
that would not have been fun for me.
Anyway, that was just a fun little image that I managed to capture. I was trying to zip up while we were about to leave, and Twiggy's ear was still poking out a bit, so I was like, okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Anyway, unfortunately, this con was not without its damages, because as I was finishing unpacking everything, I realized there was a massive crack in the suitcase here. This is actually the side of the suitcase in the area where all the mead bottles go.
Yeah.
So, yeah, this could have... Funny enough, this could have been really bad. Speaking of which, here's an image of the meads that I took. But yeah, that crack there happened afterwards. So the bottles were empty, and none of the bottles got damaged. So I guess in a weird way, the suitcase fulfilled its role. It's just funny that it cracked it like that after the con was over and done with. So now the question remains for me if I want to try taping it up and see if I can make it survive a while longer, or just replace it now.
With you traveling with Mead, I wouldn't risk it.
I know that's why.
Yeah.
That's why it's an actual question and not just I could make it last a little longer. Anyway, we also got that here. Also, really quick, just to shout it out here. Unfortunately, getting back home from the con was also pretty easy. There wasn't any major problems. Sunday was pretty relaxed. Aside from the fact that basically was staying up the whole time, waiting for Winchester and everybody so he could finally get a drop of the mead. He did, which is good.
That was good conversation.
The second thing is, I got home way late. I've just basically got some not some Jack in the Box, just because I needed some quick food. Went to bed, and I called in sick to work, but I was really just tired. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie here. I was just really, really exhausted, and there was no way I could drive functionally. But I thought I was in the clear. Got all the pictures of the merch and everything. Then, as I was wrapping up some shenanigans Tuesday evening, I felt a weird tickle in my throat. And that's when the Concrud attacked. Which apparently it is, I'm calling it Concrud now, because I wasn't sure. Because somehow Toa and CMC avoided it. But apparently CMC is telling me a lot of people are saying that they got sick.
Cole was saying that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cole was saying people are... Everyone they know is feeling it. It's like...
Cole is saying people get sick. So.
Anyway, I felt nothing, but... who knows?
But yeah, that is our Harmonycon report. Final verdict. I enjoyed it. I would eagerly go again. I don't know if I'm going to try to. The reason I was going to say I don't know if I will or not is, I literally have the 2 California ones that are also now coming up. So, oh boy.
Yeah.
And then again, it's a lot cheaper for me to go to the California one, so I might be able to figure something out, or maybe I can get more money. I don't know. We'll figure out. Either case, I'm excited for. I really enjoyed it. I am excited to try to go again, and I have learned a lot at the same time. It's a con worth going to. That is my real assessment, especially if you do like the music scene. I missed most of the Coachella concerts, but the concert itself, when I did go for Green Hay, the vibes were great. The lighting was good. The music was great. They had glow sticks all around. They had drinks with glowing cubes in it, and apparently somebody was trying to set up little Parasprite blinking things that would actually.
Oh, that was AV.
Yeah.
Yep.
They were hoping to get like a bunch more of them out there, like 200 of them, and actually mess with them with an RF thing to just like make them flash colors all at the same time and stuff. Just like do a real crazy.
They definitely were doing that, and I know at least some of the staff ended up going home with them, and that if you use an RF, anything with an RF signal, it will flicker.
Yeah, we kind of saw that with the
And
remote.
then it will, because it went to white, and then
But yeah,
never went back to anything else.
he's apparently he's hoping to do a lot more in this next year, so I'm hoping for good things because he's awesome.
I get
Interesting to see, but it's definitely something that I need to make sure it doesn't interact with certain things like microphone receivers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome idea. I hope that it executes even better.
Well, CMC and I had a more eventful thing because we got stuck not once but twice in traffic.
Ugh.
Yeah, it put us into night, and we may have ran over an armadillo on the back roads of Kansas.
Oh, we did. There was
Yeah.
blood in my picture.
That's not even a question. We ran over that sucker.
No, we did. Because when I took a photo for insurance purposes, there was red on the underside of the carriage there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to get accused of a murder.
Well, also, CMC was
Cleared it
able
up
to...
with them. We gave them insurance number for the family's insurance so that it's all covered.
Yep. It was real sucky because if we did not get stuck in traffic, we would not have had to deal with that.
And thankfully, because I was calling about the thing, the scrape on Saturday, within 24 hours of it actually happening, that was under the coverage and things that, I didn't actually read all of it on the, if you have an incident, make sure you call within 24 hours to tell about it.
You call insurance for an armadillo?
You call insurance for
No.
anything.
We got scraped on a pillar while we were getting some supplies for...
Yeah, we
the
went
rail.
shopping, and I thought I knew where that corner was. I was just off by the smidgest of an inch.
Oof.
Yeah.
Oh, that wasn't in the rental, was it?
Yes.
Yeah, that was the rental.
Oof.
Oh, that's wow.
So we
That's
got
why
lucky
I-
and we were due diligent.
Yeah. But we also got caught behind a cattle truck at one point,
Yep. That was on the way down.
and because of the aerodynamics of the car, it was all over everything, including the side view mirrors.
Yeah, we ran into
I
a good old
don't-
boy. We ran into a good old boy on fueling up, and I'm like, yeah, you gotta be careful of that. And I'm like, yeah, I should have seen
Yeah,
that.
mostly it's the. I don't understand the aerodynamics of the car that it came over and then wrapped back around as it came off the side view mirrors to splash back at the car.
Well,
at
as
the
we
mirrors
pulled
there.
ahead of it, because it was flailing around, it was going.
No, it
Every which-
was.
Well,
it wasn't when we were pulling
anyway,
ahead. It was while it was in front of us.
sorry,
Yeah.
I don't mean to interject on this, but we do
Yeah.
gotta wrap up here.
Not
Yeah.
fair. But
Fun
anyways,
was had.
Fun was
Yeah,
had.
but-
Do recommend checking it out. And with all of that, I think it's time to go ahead and get a shout outs in. Unfortunately, no videos for tonight. Whoops, that was not intentional in any way. No, the dumb part is it wasn't even on. I accidentally clicked it on because I was trying to turn on the. I'm sick, or I'm recovering. Really.
Press button, do thing.
But let's go ahead and get our shoutouts in for the evening. I hope you all enjoyed our talk about Harmonycon. It was definitely a great time. Sorry it's all scattered, but that's kind of the con experience, really. You just kind of go, you experience everything you can, and then you wonder what in the hell happened when you get home. And then you wonder where all your money went.
The first Harmonycon at this location, I don't remember anything of that weekend.
Alright, well, let's get our shoutouts in. Crazy Man
2.5 people. Fires, explosions, pastas, instance, yelly, roan, things. Brany and I should be possibly doing things Wednesday and Thursday. Keep an eye on the Discord, just in case we don't.
Alright, DM21.
Have a great week, stay healthy, and I'm glad you guys had fun at Harmonycon.
Alright, Textalion.
I know.
Tokoi.
I'll have the Vaughn linked in a moment. Have a good night, all.
And Suki of the Taku Ascended.
You're good, man.
Alright, with that, I'd like to thank everybody for joining us for another episode of The Brony Show. Please be sure to tune in on Wednesday and Thursday for rainy shenanigans with crew doing a lot of fun. Be sure to tune in on Sunday for Secrets Gaming Room, where we are going to be continuing to kick zombies all over the place in Dead Island 2. And also tune in an hour early on Mondays for the pre-show with Cold Dusty Crew doing pre-show fun. We also have the Coffee House After Party, which is only on our VOD stream, only live, and only if you're watching it live because we do not record it. It is just a great way to calm down, relax, and enjoy the evening. Along with that, just want to thank everybody that I want to thank the Harmonycon people for putting on a great convention. I want to thank the great musicians that were out there making some great music, the panelists that were doing some great panels. It was all good fun. I had a really good time with all of it. Thank you so much for all of that. I want to give a shout out to all of our IRC chatters. Let's give a shout out to Cool Dude, Fantastic Fred, Sonic5421, Techman, Textile the Second, and the White Phoenix. And also a shout out to all of our archivers. Speaking of which, I just want to shout out to everybody, to all of our live stream watchers on YouTube and Twitch, and to our archive watchers on YouTube, Twitch, and wherever archives may be uploaded. Thank you. Thank you so much for enjoying the show. Thank you so much for enjoying your time with us here. Well, I know we're silly, shenaniganry, and we're just all over the map, but we try to have fun, and we do want to talk about the experiences we have in the most fluent way we can, which is usually complete rambling nonsense. But
with words.
In words. And in that case, so we're going to go ahead and wrap up here. Unfortunately, we do not have a closeout song for tonight. Instead, go ahead and play something that you like. And for those of you watching live, we will see you in the Coffee House After Party in just a moment. We hope you all have a good night. I'm going to go get a cough drop.